It's the most wonderful time of the year. Well, that's what the song says. And we at Country's Family Reunion tend to agree. Christmas is the time of year for gathering together with loved ones to share gifts and memories, stories, and great food. In this series, you'll sit down with some great country music artists to reminisce about the joyous time of year, Christmas. With stories from childhood, favorite songs to represent the season, and lots of laughs, this Christmas celebration is sure to lift your spirits from bah humbug to joy to the world. So sit back, grab a cup of cocoa, and enjoy the holidays with us.
Is everybody here ready to celebrate Christmas? Yeah. We're going to have a good time. We're going home for Christmas on Country's Family Reunion.
There's a cheerful feeling in the air. Crowded streets with shoppers everywhere. Children counting down the days. They can hardly wait. It's Christmas. Light the tree, send out the cards, put the Santa in the yard. It's Christmas. Hang the stockings, deck the house, wrap a gift for one and all, 'cause they're all coming in. Our family and friends. It's Christmas time again. Yeah, it is. Grandma's homemade pies, they're on the stove. Grandpa waiting under the mistletoe. Watch out, Grandma. We'll all gather round and sing. Oh, what joy it brings. It's Christmas. Light the tree, send out the cards, put the Santa in the yard. It's Christmas. Hang the stockings, deck the halls, wrap a gift for one and all, 'cause they're all coming in. Our family and friends. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. Light the tree, send out the cards, put the Santa in the yard. It's Christmas. Hang the stockings, deck the halls, wrap a gift for one and all. It's Christmas. Bundle up, it's getting cold. If we're lucky, it'll snow. Put the wreath out on the door, the welcome mat there on the floor, 'cause they're all coming in. Our family and friends. It's Christmas time again.
Well, boy, if that won't put you in the Christmas spirit, I don't know what will. Excuse me, Big Ben.
It also exhausts you pretty good thinking about all that to-do list you got to do to get ready for Christmas, you know?
Well, yeah, but, that's just part of it.
Yes, it is.
These are the Isaacs, and guys and gals, this is the first time they have joined us on a family reunion. What took you so long to get here?
You know, we just been everywhere else, I guess. We've done a lot of things with Larry, though. We love doing other programs, and so we're honored to be here today.
Well,
It's
we're so
wonderful.
glad to have you. We've got some seats for you over there. We want you just to relax and blend in and be part of it. Ben, how'd you get up? Good night, you're tall. Somebody bring me a step ladder so I can talk to you. How'd you get up there with the three good-looking girls?
Well, someone has to keep them humble.
Okay, this is a family group.
Yes,
all right. Introduce all the
Okay,
members of
I
the
sure
family.
will. I want to start out here with the matriarch of our family, our mom, Miss Lily Isaacs. Playing guitar is my baby sister, doing a fantastic job singing, Miss Rebecca Isaacs Bowman. And the eldest, our big brother, Ben, 6'6", plus hat and shoes. That's why you need a stepladder. But Ben does a great job, Mr. Ben Isaacs.
Thank you.
And you?
And I'm the middle, mom's favorite. I'm just kidding. I'm Sonia.
Not Sonia, but Sonia.
Sonia, yeah.
All right. Sonia, you have, of course, with the family, you do your country, your gospel, you're a little bit of everything. And at one point, I don't know if you ever actually left the family, but you were pursuing a country career on your own.
I did. In about '98, I did a couple solo records with Lyric Street Records, and Vince Gill produced a little bit for me and got to tour with him some. And I kind of was doing a lot of things, stepping out from the family and trying to be, many shows as I could. So it was a really great experience and met a lot of wonderful friends along the way, and I just wouldn't take anything for it.
But you had to come back to the nest.
I did. I came back to the nest. That's a good way of putting it. You can't get too far away from the nest. But.
Amen.
With a family like this, I know that you must have celebrated some marvelous Christmases together down through the years. We have got some photographs. I don't know if everybody can see the screens up here. Ben, you may be hiding one of them over there with you and the bass, and there's another one on this side. If y'all can see some of those, see the screens, and maybe tell us a little bit about some of the pictures. Now,
Pretty kids.
I'm sorry.
That is Becky's family, Becky and her husband John, and their kids Levi and Jacoby.
Okay, now, does all the group, y'all live in Nashville? Are you scattered out?
We
in
do.
places?
We all live in Hendersonville now, as of the last couple years.
All right, now there's that's not really a Christmassy picture.
That's Mom's Christmas picture.
Springtime.
That's a Hanukkah picture. Now, Mom didn't grow up celebrating Christmas. She was Jewish growing up, so they celebrated Hanukkah at Christmas time.
Yeah.
So she has a lot of wonderful memories concerning that. But when she met my dad and they both became Christians and started, doing all the church things together, of course, she realized how important Christmas was. So she started celebrating Christmas, but we still celebrate Hanukkah too.
What a wonderful story.
Her parents are Holocaust survivors.
Yeah.
My grandparents are Holocaust survivors from Poland.
Wow.
Bill, you've got to read her book. Oh, yeah?
Got a book out that's
My book.
awesome,
Got to
Bill.
read her book.
All right, now this is just the family singing at Christmas?
Yeah, I don't know that we brought a lot of pictures of just, memories, but they're just Christmas things. But we do have a lot of wonderful memories. And
Do you tour a lot at Christmas time and get a chance to sing a lot of Christmas music?
We do. We do a lot of touring on our own, and we've been blessed to be a part of the Gaither Christmas Tour every year, so we love doing Christmas shows.
Or when it gets to Christmas Day, are you at home or are you out on the road somewhere?
We normally try to take off a week or two at Christmas time. But, with extended families, we never know where we actually are on Christmas Day. But we've celebrated Christmas as the Isaacs, like on December the 19th or January 1st. It just depends when everybody's home.
I think a lot of people in the music business are like, I don't think my kids ever knew what day Christmas was. Somewhere in between the 1st of December and the middle of January.
if you know you're going to wait and celebrate it after the first of the year, you can get a lot better deals at the store. So you can just wait until the last minute.
Celebrate a whole lot more.
That's the Jewish coming out in it.
Somebody's got to pay retail.
Ben, you ever played Santa Claus?
When I was little.
Well, how many years ago was that?
When we were in elementary school, I was a Santa Claus one year for the school play. And
Cool.
it was quite an embarrassing. The best I remember that my Santa Claus pants fell on stage, but it was just one of those big outfits. So I can't believe I'm telling that right now.
Well, you just told it to the world.
And I'm
You
really
needed
red.
more pillows.
Ben's also the kid that got a paddling for putting a whoopee cushion under his 5th grade teacher's chair.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's tell some more family secrets. Lily?
How much time do we have?
All you want. We want y'all just to make yourselves at home here and just join in like you've been here 100 times, because you're very professional entertainers and professional people. And it took a long time to get you here, but sometimes I guess we just saved the best for last. We're glad to have the Isaacs joining us here. You guys, we've got some seats for you over there, and we're going to hear some more music from you before the day is over. And we just appreciate you being here more than you know. These are not family guys, but I noticed they're sitting together over here representing the great group, the Oak Ridge Boys, Dwayne Allen and William Lee Golden from the Oak Ridge Boys. I'm surprised you guys are home at Christmas time.
Well, we get home and we all scatter out to the different four corners of the earth. And William Lee and I could come down here and represent our group and be a part of this. We've been a part of so many things that Larry has done, and we didn't want to miss seeing all of our friends here at Christmas and celebrating the greatest story ever told.
Amen. Well, don't the Oak Ridge Boys tour a lot at Christmas time? Aren't you out on the road? William Lee, do you have a microphone? Oh, you're wired up. Okay.
You're wired, he's wired.
Yeah, we do. We take an extended Christmas tour. Actually, our Christmas tour starts the first part of, after the first week of November, through Thanksgiving and right up till the 23rd of December is when we get home.
You've been doing that for a lot of years, right?
Yeah, about 40 dates, 40 Christmas shows every year.
Now, how is your Christmas show, other than the music, the songs, how is it different from like a regular Oak Ridge Boys show?
Well, we start out with a Christmas song, let everybody know that they're at a Christmas event. Then we do about 10 hits. Then we take a break. Go change clothes and get the snow ready and come out and do all Christmas. We do every different part of Christmas, for the kids, for Santa Claus, for the love we share at Christmas, the gift part. Then we close out our Christmas show with the story of the birth of Jesus, which is the most important part about Christmas. And we try to cover all of the main parts of Christmas, including burning your credit card so much you can't recognize it.
Is that the finale of the show? Everybody takes out their credit card and burns it?
No, I think that happens in January.
Well, I got to ask you, because everybody's sitting home wondering, does William Lee ever play Santa Claus?
We actually have Santa Claus to come in from the North Pole.
Oh.
And sometimes they get in a tussle over who has the best beard. But Santa Claus actually comes to our show and makes his appearance. We have the real Santa Claus. A lot of people get them confused. But other than the beard measuring ceremony that they have each night on stage, we have the real Santa Claus coming down.
Can I venture to guess that William Lee wins the beard contest?
He does.
Every night.
He does.
William Lee, are you not in terms of age, but in terms of being part of the group, are you the longest tenured Oak Ridge boy, I guess?
I first joined in 1965. And Dwayne came in 66. But,
now, this was when you were strictly a gospel
I'm
group.
actually the youngest of the group, and Dwayne's the oldest, so.
Okay.
Well, that's what you'd have us believe.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
What, you going to do a Christmas song?
I will,
okay.
yes. I have a great new song that we have in our Christmas show, and it really talks about the getting ready for the great event that's about to happen, called Getting Ready for a Baby.
Mm. Can you sing it for us now?
I'd love to.
Okay. Dwayne Allen, you coming up there? Go stay right here.
What kind of girl would take on the world, claiming an angel had come. And what kind of man would still take her hand, knowing he wasn't the one? What kind of love, whatever it was, some people call it crazy, but it would take that kind of faith, getting ready for a baby. What ugly words they must have heard, whispered as neighbors went by. Did they defend the rumors of sin? Wonder if they even tried. Would I walk that road? I'll never know. The best I could say is maybe. Were they all by themselves? Did they have any help? Getting ready for a baby. One silent night, he changed their lives, as babies always do. But Mary and Joseph had no idea how he would change mine too. They had the job of cradling God as he entered this world to save me, all a part of a plan, so much more than getting ready for a baby. Of love, whatever it was, someday I'll thank them for facing all the heartache they knew, everything they went through, getting ready for a baby.
Dwayne Allen, the Oak Ridge Boys. You know, I was just thinking of all this Christmas music, you know, they're all, our songs are basically based on one story. But the songs have all different kinds of approaches, and that's a new approach that I've never really heard it quite like that in a song. Who wrote that, Dwayne?
Jerry Salley is the person who pitched it to me, and he has two other writers with him. Jerry has written a whole bunch of songs we've recorded, and he heard we were recording a Christmas album. Ben Isaacs worked with us on this new project.
Yay.
And when we got the song, I just thought, it just paralyzed me. And I thought, this has to go on the album. Mm-hmm. So we put it in our show, and it's kind of a spotlight song. And it touches us, I think, as much as it touches anybody else. At least I hope it does.
Well, I could tell that when you were singing it. I could tell it was
It's a very special song to me, and I'm just honored and blessed that we have so many writers in our great city
Amen.
that give
That's the
we
truth.
as artists the pleasure and privilege of recording their great music. I feel that I'm the one that's honored to be able to sing their songs.
Well, you've got a great ear for knowing what fits the Oak Ridge Boys, what fits
Yes,
you,
yes,
and
yes,
picking
you
out
do.
great songs. You guys don't record songs unless they're good ones, and that's a great one right there. Thank
Well,
you
I don't
for sharing.
record a song as a feature unless it touches me, and otherwise it's a waste of time. So I just try to find those songs that touch me, and then I hope that people can feel what I feel.
There's another great song that you guys have done that William Lee's going to do a little bit later on. I don't want to give it away, but it's great, and one of those great Oak Ridge Boys songs that fits in with the theme of a Christmas show. You're playing the part of Jeannie Seeley today, aren't you?
I guess I am. I saw her last night at the Opry.
Well,
So
she's
great to be here.
usually sitting here next to me giving me a hard time. You gonna give me a hard
I'll
time?
think about that. Yes, I think.
I sat down and she looked up at me and she said, "I've got some good stuff for you today." So, of course, this is Rhonda Vincent. Beautiful, beautiful dress.
Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful lady, as always. Now, you grew up in a large family. Tell me about Christmas.
Well, I don't think there's a holiday that my mother loves any more than Christmas. So she always did everything. She had, and I don't know if they have those still, a Christmas club fund. And when, early on, before we traveled as a living, she worked at the shoe factory there in the Floorshine Shoes in Kirksville. And every week she would go by the Bank of Kirksville, and put in money in the Christmas club because it was so important to her. That was what she loved more than anything. And I remember when she would cash in that about November 15th, I think, she would cash in and get that money. Basically, it was just a savings account. And I was thinking today, we were talking about they were talking about bringing their purse on this set or what we do with that today. My mother cashed her Christmas club fund and put it in her purse, and we were in Columbia, Missouri at a school performing. She brought her purse on stage, sat it on stage behind a man came in the door, ran on stage and grabbed her purse and ran out the other side of the door and took her entire, it was like the most money she ever had for the whole year. But there's a man, I just realized that back in the 70s, a man actually, you think your purse is safe on stage, right? But he ran through the door, grabbed her purse, and ran out the other side. But
The Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
that was the Grinch. I just was thinking about that. But
You've got some pictures. Glance over there.
I have to sneak up on my band, The Rage, to get them to dress in costume for a picture. Usually we'll send the bus and we'll drive to a costume shop and they'll say, "What do we do?" And it's like, "Just come with me." And so we'll run in and get costumes. But that's the latest one, I guess. There's a Christmas card that I sent out to our fan club once. That's actually at my mother's house, and you can see how much she loves Christmas.
I was going to say, all those presents yours?
Not all mine, no, but that's at my mom's house. She just loves, the essence of Christmas and has all kinds of things, the Santas and the merry-go-round and.
Okay, are you really out there in the snow, or is that with a green screen?
I cannot say, but no, I wasn't.
You'd have been awful cold, I think.
They even put some snow up on my heels there, too. You look really close. But no, the amazing things they can do with Photoshop these days.
What else we got? Well, just our logo there, Home
A few
for
memories
Christmas.
of Christmas, yeah. But we, you know what? We travel. I don't know anybody who travels any more than the Oak Ridge Boys travel. But instead of doing a Christmas tour, we take off the entire month of December. So it's the one time a year that we are home. And I think I heard the Isaacs talking about, when you were home. But we take off that time of the year and always love being home for Christmas and with our families.
Well, I think the song you're going to sing has to do with that, doesn't it? Something about Christmas at home?
And this song, it's a song that I wrote. I was asked to do a Christmas song for the Special Olympics. This was for a special CD that CMT did many years ago. And it's the first, you as a songwriter, I just kind of write by necessity or when, the mood strikes. But they asked us they said, pick any Christmas song. And I thought, I don't want to just pick any Christmas song. So it's the first song that we were traveling from Los Angeles, by bus to New York City over the course of a week, and we played a few shows, but mostly traveling. And it's the first song that I wrote it and got it out each day and looked at it. It's like, I have to get this song done. And each day I would continue to write on that. Usually you write it and we record it or start performing it. But do you do that? Do you?
Sometimes, yeah.
Do you, like, you write the song, put it away, and then what's your timeline? Like, when do you know when you're going to write more on that, or when the mood strikes?
Yeah, it varies. I've written songs over a long periods of time. I've taken, 2 or 3 years to write a song.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then sometimes they just come out, and
Right.
and it works. But you wrote this one as you traveled across the country.
This is over a week, yes, and made it part of a thing for this. It would benefit the Special Olympics.
That's wonderful. We'll share it with us.
I would love to.
All right.
And it's all the essence of what Christmas means to me and being home, called Christmas Time at Home.
That's great. Rhonda Vincent.
Buying home for Christmas, it's been planned for several months. I count the days 'cause I just can't wait to see the sights of home. Growing ever anxious as I watch the falling snow. My mind begins to travel to a time so long ago. Like candy canes and handmade things, socks hanging on the mantle, turkey bacon decorations, hand-dipped candy apples. Of a place and happy time, our faces all aglow as I pray to God for blessings on our Christmas time at home. Soon I'll be with family, precious time we spend together, laughing, sharing memories of the moments we still treasure. The spirit of the season and the joy and love it brings as I travel home for Christmas and enjoy the simple things. Like candy canes and handmade things, socks hanging on the mantle, turkey bacon decorations, hand-dipped candy apples. Of a place and happy time, our faces all aglow as I pray to God for blessings on our Christmas time at home. Like popcorn strings and handmade things, socks hanging on the mantle, turkey bacon decorations, hand-dipped candy apples. Of a place and happy time, our faces all aglow as I pray to God for blessings on our Christmas time at home. Thank you guys. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Christmas time
Thank
at
you
home.
very much.
Rhonda Vincent. Ricky Skaggs, I got to tell y'all, I want to share something with y'all because this happened between the last time Ricky and I have visited here on this show. And I don't know if any of you here have read Ricky's book or not, but he wrote a wonderful book. And you talk in there a lot about your faith. You talk about, I don't know if you actually specifically talked much about Christmas, but you talked about your faith. I came away from reading that book. I've always been a fan, but I am a super fan of you, not only as an artist and a musician, but as a human being.
Thank you, Bill.
That is a wonderful, wonderful book, and you laid so much out there. You told things you didn't have to tell. I don't mean like they're gonna run out and buy it now.
That's all right.
Not those kinds of things.
A teaser.
But no, you opened yourself up so much, and I thought that was great.
Well, God has really been good to me. And, as a little boy, I started playing music at 5. My dad bought me a mandolin when I was 5 and been singing a few years before that. But I could learn things so quick, and it was just a gift. And I didn't really know back then exactly. I knew I was different than the other kids that I went to school with. And I'd take my mandolin to school or something like that, and they couldn't even hardly hold it, and yet I was playing songs, but my mother had always told me that it was a gift from the Lord, and I didn't really know what all that meant, well, it's a gift, thank you for it, but it took me a while to really realize that the greatest gift is the one that you can give back, to Him, because He is the giver of the gift, but it's what we do with it that matters to Him, And if we can do it to glorify the gift giver, then don't glory in the gift, but glory in the gift giver. And then you can bless others with it.
You could have been a preacher.
He is a preacher. He just doesn't have a license.
I don't
but
have
he
a
is
license.
What was Christmas like at the Skaggs house over in eastern Kentucky?
Oh, Lord. Picking up a little old piece of coal that fell off a truck and then putting a snowball around it and
And throwing it at who?
at a dog or one of my brothers.
Well,
He has a mean streak too, huh?
I guess he does. You talked in your book. You didn't make any pretenses. You were not from a wealthy family, well-to-do family.
It was poor as church mice.
And how was Christmas? What did you do? Did you celebrate? Give gifts?
Mom and Dad, they tried their best to always give us a good Christmas. We didn't have a lot. We'd get maybe one little present each. And I remember one year, my dad had got his back hurt real bad on a welding job, and when he was laid up, wasn't able to work for a long time, and we just didn't have any money, and I remember, they scrounged around together and got me and my brothers one gift between all three of us, and we all shared it and everything like that, and my sister got something, a dress or something like that. But my grandma and grandpa, my grandfather was a night watchman on a horse farm, a thoroughbred horse farm up in Columbus, Ohio, called the Darby Dan Farm, and he got a big basket of fruit every year, and they would send that through the mail. There wasn't UPS and FedEx back in those days. And so they would send a big bushel basket full of fruit and candy and stuff to us, And so that was a big deal. And my dad he always wanted his peppermint candy. He'd get a big log about that long, about that big around, and he'd reach in his pocket and he'd get his knife out and he'd go, whack, like just knock him a piece of it off, and he'd just sit there and just chew on it, and just let it, He said, son, I'm just letting it lay in there and soak in my mouth,
You remember we took him some of that soft peppermint candy. We thought he'll love this.
The sugar stick candy.
And it just wasn't the same. He said, "No, it's just not the same." And
I'd get Dad a gift or something like that, and if it was too nice, he'd put it up. I remember when I was a kid, he loved pocket watches. He loved a Hamilton 21 Jewel Railway Special. That was his watch of choice back then, and a Simmons watch chain, gold, And I remember Dad had to sell that one time, to feed the family or pay some bills or something like that, and he had to trade it for a cheaper watch. So I remember one year I found him a mint condition, like brand new, but it was like made in the 40s, It was a Hamilton Railway Special, and got him a nice watch chain for it, And I gave it to him, and he was thrilled to death to get it. Never wore it one time. It was too nice. I don't want to. I'm afraid I'll mess it up. I said, Dad, wow, I've got it for you to have. He said, no, son, I can wear this old, and it's all right. And so when he passed away, he left me that watch, and And he wrote a note in it. He said, thank you for my watch. It's just too nice for me to wear. And man, he was a good daddy. He was precious.
Talk about memories of Christmas. Thank you for sharing that story. Yeah. Tell me about this song that you're going to sing, because you recorded this, and didn't this actually get into the country charts, not just at Christmas time?
John Hall and his wife Johanna, John was in the group Orleans that had Still the One and Dance With Me and all those hits out in the late 70s, I guess. He came to Nashville and brought a song to me, and I was downtown recording, and he brought this song in and played it for me, and I loved what I heard, and he said, boy, I just saw James Taylor a couple of weeks ago, and I played it for him, and we were thinking that it might be really good for you and James and maybe Dan Fogelberg to do a trio on this thing, you know. So I called James, and we talked about it, and we thought, well, that'd be cool, you know, and just split it up, you know, that way. And we tried to get Dan, you know, find a time that he could, you know, do it. And he had like between 2 and 4:30 on like a month from now or something like that. So James said, let's just do it. Let's just cut it as a duet, you know, and you can sing harmony on the chorus. I said, that sounds great. So we went in and did it. So it was really it's kind of a duet with James Taylor. And
it's awesome.
It's a beautiful song.
Well, we tried to get James Taylor here, but he was only available from 2 to 4, so he's not here.
That's right. Well, I've got some fine singers that's going to help me.
I know you do.
It takes 2 of us to maybe do what James would do. Get like that close.
Well, let's do it.
All right.
Let's listen to it. Ricky Skaggs and Sharon and Cheryl White.
Now, this might take a minute. I hear a train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend. Did that for Jimmy.
Yeah, man.
Road hog be proud. Road hog be proud.
I don't believe I'd have said that.
New star shining. They didn't own a house, no crib, no toys were waiting. Still, they had their love for the child they were anticipating. He was born one winter night on a road between 2 towns. They wrapped him up so warm and tight and said, it looks like heaven's come down. There was a new star shining in the sky up above. By his light that winter night, they found peace and perfect love. If we want to find it, I know we always will. 'Cause that new star is shining for us still. They worried how to feed him. Simple trade was all they knew. It was hard enough to make ends meet when they were only 2. But the cold, the dark, and hunger couldn't take away their joy. And she knew that they would find a way for that precious baby boy.
was a new star shining in the sky up above. By His light that winter night, they found peace and perfect love. If we want to find it, I know we always will. 'Cause that new star is shining for us still. If we want to find it, I know we always will. 'Cause that new star is shining for us still. Thank you, folks.
Good job, boys.
Ricky Skaggs and Sharon and Cheryl White. No offense to James Taylor, but y'all look better.
They do.
And I
indeed.
got to say, in the history of Christmas music, that's the first time Folsom Prison Blues has ever been done on a Christmas show.
Well, it was kind of a.
I guess they
moment
celebrate
there.
Christmas in there too, or commemorate it anyway. If they don't celebrate it.
It's a
As
road dog
always,
moment.
we've got our great family reunion band here making all the music for all of us today. Last time I saw you guys, we were on a cruise ship and out in the ocean, and there was a big banner in the background with the cruise and sunshine, and now here we are at Christmas time, and snow's falling, and y'all are in the Christmas spirit. All right. I didn't say the spirits, I said the spirit. How about an instrumental from our family reunion band? These guys will get you in the spirit right here. always a big hit with everybody. Our country's family reunion band. Real quick, we'll go across the stage one more time and have you meet them, because obviously somewhere, I hope from time to time we have some new people watching that haven't seen our shows. Over there in the corner on the piano, Mr. Dirk Johnson. On the steel guitar, the band leader, Mr. Mike Johnson. Back on the bass with the very patriotic guitar straps, Mr. Mark Johnson. You get the feeling you have to be named Johnson to be in this band?
I'm thinking so. I thought that maybe that's the family side of the stage. I have that where we are, too.
Yeah, and on the fiddle is Hank Singer. And on the acoustical guitar, no Ken, but Les Singer. So we got the Johnsons and the Singers. And from the National Musicians Hall of Fame, ladies and gentlemen, the great Mr. Jimmy Capps. Oh, John's always afraid I'm gonna forget him back there in his cage, but never. On the drums, Mr. John Gardner holding it all together. Does our background trio have do you have a name as a group? You have 3 names, yes. Dennis McCall, Nora Lee Allen, and Jamie Martin doing our background singing over there. And of course, for those of you that don't know, Nora Lee is Dwayne Allen's wife of
Mrs. Dwayne
best
Allen.
half.
how many years?
When this plays, 45.
And Jamie is your daughter, of course.
Yes, she
Jamie
is.
Martin. Is Dennis McCall part of the family?
Just about. Just about. We feel like he is.
Well, y'all do a great job too. Our background singers and our group. Tia Goins told me a while ago, I was complimenting on how nice she looks. She always does. She said, I don't have anything in red. She said, I wanted to wear red for Christmas. What, you mean your whole closet, you don't have anything red?
You need to talk to Lori Morgan.
My whole closet feels like it's just black and white. I'm very a neutral person, and I always have black and white. That's just kind of, I'm boring, I guess.
Not at all. Not at all.
Nary a bit.
Years ago, when I was doing a syndicated television show, I had been doing it in Canada, but they were behind on going from black and white to color in Canada, and so we had to do our show in color to keep up with everybody else. So we moved the show to Nashville, and we had this big advertising campaign, the Bill Anderson Show, now in color, Channel 2, tune in Saturday night, 7 o'clock, whatever, in color. And a female singer named Margie Bowes, a lot of y'all remember Margie was on the Opry. She was our guest. We'd been advertising for a month. The show was in color. Margie Bowes showed up in a black and white dress.
That's me.
So that's Tia Goins at Christmas time.
Yes, it is.
We're in black and white. Well, that's very stylish and very pretty, just like you.
Thank you very much.
What you gonna sing?
I'm going to sing a song. This is one we're recording it here before too long. We just found it. And it's one of those songs like you were talking earlier about a different perspective of Christmas. These songs that come out, they all have the same story, but it's kind of told from another perspective. The 3 wise men, sort of their side of the story. So yeah, it's.
Well, I think that's what helps keep Christmas music new. I mean, I remember when Little Drummer Boy came out. I'm telling my age, but I do remember when it came. And that was such a
nuns.
Yeah,
that's right.
Such a totally different take on a Christmas song. And now the one that Dwayne did.
Yes,
and
just coming from a different point of view kind of makes you think, and can kind of give you a different perspective of Christmas and exactly.
Where did this one come from?
This was written actually by Mac Kaler, who was one of the first people that I met when I moved to Nashville 10 or 11 years ago. So it's funny that he kind of circled back into my life, and it was also it was co-written by Larry Gatlin as well. But when we found this song, it was one of those that kind of took my breath. We listened to the demo, and I thought, wow, that's got to be out there. So
Okay, we'll sing it and take our breath
I'll
away.
do it. I'll do it.
Tia Goins.
The air was filled with fragrance, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. From afar they came to welcome this little one of lowly birth. Oh, it must have seemed peculiar that men of royalty would lay down their finest treasure at a baby's tiny feet. They saw a king from God on high, sent to save, born to die. Emmanuel, they cried. A little boy from a little town, no golden throne, no jeweled crown. Still they pressed on by faith alone till they saw a king. All the sights and sounds of Christmas, the twinkling lights, the falling snow, can't compare to what the wise men discovered long ago. They saw a king from God on high, sent to save, born to die. Emmanuel, they cried. A little boy from a little town, no golden throne, no jeweled crown. Still they pressed on by faith alone till they saw a king. Still we press on by faith alone till we see the
Tia Goins, stay there tonight. Beautiful song called "They Saw a King." Can you see the screen over there? There are some pictures.
dear.
We asked everybody to kind of dig into their scrapbooks at home and bring us some. Now,
Is that your daughter?
That's me and my big old hair back in the 80s.
how old were you there? Step a little closer to the mic so they can hear you.
I'm sorry. I was probably 10 or 11 years old there. That was on stage at the Truman Lake Opry Show, where I first met Bill Anderson
about that age, you came and did a show and we
Do
opened for
you
you.
know that we played there again just a few weeks ago?
that.
And can I interrupt? I want you to stay there.
Yes.
I got to. You talking about your mama's Christmas Club account
Yes.
in Kirksville, Missouri? This thing she's talking about
I
is
was
in
just
a,
there
is
too.
in-
I know where you're going to
all
go
right,
with
is
this.
a little town. It's actually called Tightwad, Missouri.
It's true.
And we pulled into town and we looked up and saw the sign, the Tightwad Bank.
It's true.
Not many people
And
can
it's
say
this
that.
this town is population 56 last time I went through there. And they have a bank, and there are people literally from all over the country that have accounts at that bank just so their checks will say Tightwad Bank on it. It's a true story. Yes.
And that's where that picture was
That's
taken.
where that was taken,
Show us another
yes.
one. I think we've got some
Yeah,
other
we
pictures
do.
here.
Okay, this was every year, of course, our church program. Growing up, the girls were angels and the boys were shepherds, and that's just the way it was. And I was and still am a tomboy, and there was one year that I just refused to be an angel, so that was me as a shepherd. I said, I'm not wearing a dress, because you had to wear a dress to be an angel, and so I was a shepherd that year.
That's a great song title. I refuse
Did you
to
notice
be an
how much
angel.
red is in both of those pictures?
I know. I think I wore it out. Maybe that's why I got tired of it. Yeah. Now this one.
I love that.
This was. I think I was 2 years old, and I was opening this big Christmas present. It was a little refrigerator and microwave little set, you know. And just a week ago, my little 1-year-old niece was playing on that very set. It's still in the family. So yeah, that was me getting a big Christmas present.
So Christmas has always been a special time for you and your family.
Always has.
Yeah,
Yes.
thanks for sharing
Thank
those
you,
pictures
thank
and,
you.
and your song. Get you going. I think Sharon and Cheryl and Buck, I think we've got some pretty good family pictures of you guys. I saw a black and white, I think if we can find it, of I think Sharon and Cheryl sitting on a sofa or something together at Christmas time. May take a second to find it here. But were you guys on the road a lot? Oh, there it is.
We went to the dentist's
The Paul
office.
pair of shoes and the Bobby sock.
We had Tony's.
Tony perms.
Okay, now how old were you there?
That was in Texas.
I think
we left there
4
when I
and
was
5,
7.
maybe.
Was
that 4 and 5 years old?
This was in Texas when you lived in Texas. Buck's nodding like it was. You remember that like yesterday, Buck? You remember when they were?
Yeah, sure do.
Yeah.
The
One of
picture
the
I was
bases.
looking for was the one with where we were holding our baby dolls, and I couldn't find it, so I had to use this one.
I think we've got a couple of other
It's one of those
pictures.
The rock, I
rocker
love
recliner-
those. Yeah, the gliders, yeah.
Oh, there's all the girls. Now that's Daddy and all his daughters. We was all made up for Christmas.
Yeah,
right
look
there.
at us. We're really made up.
Daddy got a lot to be
Luckiest
proud
man
of and
alive.
thankful for.
We just
there in
woke
that
up.
picture.
My girls wouldn't let me bring our family pictures because we're never made up on Christmas
You don't-
morning. I said, can I put
Our
this on there?
sisters don't know about this yet.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we'll pay
It
for
wasn't
this
sister
one.
They look like they got
no.
more on than we do, so they'll be all right.
Did you guys tour a lot at Christmas time, or were you home most of the time?
Well, we're always home for Christmas. We made it a point to be home. And like Rhonda's, back in the day when we were traveling so much, we took the whole month of December off. And now we're doing the Skaggs Family Christmas every year. We've been doing that since, 2003. Was it 2003 was their first year?
Yes.
I think. And that is a wonderful, wonderful
Now that's a blending
experience.
of
It's Ricky
the
and his
kids.
band and Cheryl and Daddy and I, and then mine and Rick's kids, Molly and Luke, and Cheryl's daughter, Rachel. It's a funny story about that. I mean, we knew our kids could sing and were learning to play and stuff. Now, this has
They just
been-
did it behind closed
Yeah.
doors. They didn't think we were hearing them.
But we had no idea how good they were. We thought we'll put this little family show together, and oh my goodness, it shocked us, stunned us. I said, Rachel, talking about Cheryl's daughter, you've been holding out on us. And she sings, What Child Is This? In fact, the 3 kids do that together. And they've worked up several others since then, but that was her first. And Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
She did all these big show tunes because that was her kind of influence. And then the fun thing about the Christmas program is that we do all these different combinations. Daddy sings a song that Molly and Rachel sing harmony with him on. They do Go Tell It on the Mountain in Daddy's jivey little way, you know.
Holy Ghost piano.
Holy Ghost piano.
He plays that away in church.
And then there's some songs that we do all together. You know, the whole cast is out there. So we have more fun, and we're all on one bus. We take two buses. The band goes on one bus, and the family's on the other.
Oh, boy.
And, yeah, it is.
There ain't enough room to put us all on one.
Ben Isaacs just said, oh, boy.
Been there, done that, right?
Give him any ideas.
Yeah, you can tell the real story, yeah.
Yeah, Ricky probably rides in the band bus, don't you, bud?
He'd miss all the fun if he did.
Well, now, will you usually play here in Nashville, don't you, at the Ryman?
We do. We've done several times. In fact, in 2009, we did a Christmas program at the Ryman, and I think
DVD.
it was, and recorded it. And so we released, when we did Volume 2 of our Christmas, Skaggs Family Christmas Volume 2, we released the DVD of that show with it. So it's kind of a combination.
So can people still buy that?
Yes, they can.
SkaggsFamilyRecords.com.
If they get Volume 2, they get a CD and a DVD.
That's right.
That's right, for the special price.
How about a good Christmas song from the Whites? We've heard Sharon and Cheryl and Ricky, and now here they are with Daddy Buck.
There you go.
Carry your own private chiropractor with you, do you, Buck?
We need to.
Old bones.
Gonna rise again. There you go.
When we started putting the first Christmas tour together, and we're looking for songs, and because we wanted to do classics, but we wanted some new things too, that new for us, and we found this song, and it's we thought that is just tailor-made for our dad, and you'll understand that completely when you hear the words to this song, but. It also fits to the kind of the swing, Western swing that Dad does, and knew he could have some piano fun on it. So it's called "Hanging Around the Mistletoe."
There you go.
Snowy days and frosty nights, everything looks cold and white. Hanging around the mistletoe, hanging around the mistletoe.
See what I'm talking about?
Christmas Day will soon be here. Everybody's full of cheer. Hanging around the mistletoe, waiting for you, dear. I've waited all year long. Now the year is almost gone. Hanging around the mistletoe, hanging around the mistletoe. But if that's what I've got to do, just to get a kiss from you, I'll hang around the mistletoe, waiting for you, dear. Christmas is a special time to give and to receive. For every little kiss you give me, I will give you 3. You ain't gonna miss one kiss, that's one thing you never miss. Hanging around the mistletoe, waiting for you, dear. Mine. Waited till I'm cold and blue, just to get a kiss from you. Hanging around the mistletoe, waiting for you, dear. Hanging around the mistletoe, waiting for you, dear.
Yeah, bud. Thank you for your sympathy.
That's great, Sharon and Cheryl and Buck, hanging around the mistletoe. We haven't had the camera down on this particular end of the floor probably as much as we should have because we got some colorful people.
In more ways than one.
Well, I've been sitting here thinking that if Porter Wagner and Santa Claus had a love child, it'd look like T. Graham Brown.
There you go, buddy. Yeah.
You are sparkling, my friend.
Well, thanks, man. I'm having fun.
Well, it was meant as a compliment.
I know. I love you. You wouldn't do anything but compliment me, and I appreciate that.
What was Christmas like growing up in South Georgia and all the places where the Brown family lived?
Well, I got a couple of things. I wanted a BB gun, and they wouldn't let me have a BB gun for nothing. You'll put somebody's eye out. You put your eye out. Y'all ever heard that? Oh, you can't have a BB gun. You put somebody's eye out.
There was a movie made about you.
Yeah, and so when I was 10, they gave me this .22 rifle. It was a semi-automatic rifle, you know, and you put somebody that. Wendell Story, this boy that lived about 3 houses down, had his eye put out with a BB gun, see? And they would say, see there? We ain't gonna give you one. Look at Wendell Story.
So they gave you a real one?
Yeah, so they gave me, I guess they figured I wouldn't kill anybody. So.
Was you putting anybody's eye out with the .22 rifle?
No, I guess I had sense enough not to do that, but I didn't get the BB gun ever.
Is this you on the screen here?
Oh, man. Yeah, that's when I was in the first grade. That sure is.
You had the devil in your eyes back then. Look at that.
Yeah, that's funny. That's me.
We got any other pictures of... All right, now.
That's sitting on our driveway. That's looking out toward the rolling hills.
Happy Harley days. Did they pay you for that or give you the motorcycle?
No, that was mine. I already had it. Who's that?
Now, these are some Christmas cards that you send out to your fans, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's terrific.
And I can't see. Who's that?
That's you and Sheila and Acme?
Oh, good. Yeah.
How old is he now?
25.
Oh, my
goodness. It seemed like yesterday. I carried him out on the stage of the Opry when he was 3 weeks old. Man,
wow.
I know.
It does go by.
Has he made you a grandpa yet?
No, thank goodness.
Oh, that's a good one. Santee loves you.
Now, that is a good one.
That's really good.
That's my beard.
You look good.
That's your own beard.
Yeah, that's my own beard.
You didn't have to do like Grandpa Jones and grow into the part.
No, man. I made a good Santa
That was the Bill Golden starter kit. He got that for Christmas.
That's good. We get a song out of you?
Yeah, will you come here and help me up?
Oh, yes, I do.
Like you
This
did
is my new job.
Yeah, like you did your daddy. Thank you. Let me see. Wait a minute now. Hold on. I got something else to do. She's my Filipino baby. All right. I had to do that. This whole family's got one. All right, kick it off. Kick it off. Wait a minute. Jimmy Fortune and Sheila and I wrote this song. So it's the first time I've ever done it. Kick it off, Wichita. Mary had a little lamb, the Son of God, the Son of Man, born to give the world His light. God's gift to us that silent night. He chose the girl of purest heart to give His plan the perfect start. A son was born to live and to die. He was a gift for every man, delivered by God's loving hand. So open up your gift and believe. Oh, Mary had a little lamb. Her baby was the great I am, born to give our blindness sight. God silent night. Oh, Mary had a little lamb, the Son of God, the Son of Man, born to give the world its light, God's gift to all that silent night. Her baby was the great I am. Mary had a little lamb. Yeah, thank y'all.